Hello Ducky Lover. Hey press 27 talker Tisalo.
Fresh meat.
Yo, Meatball, you're here just in time. We're getting started.
Hey Alakazam Trainer 219. Hey again J.
Alright, so usual settings with mine. Bootsy waiting in Sanctuary. And trying to prevent 5 Powerbomb seeds, because those are lame. Oh, looking like my hype train's gonna expire. It's got 30 seconds left at 90%. But either way, let's go ahead and get the game started, yes. Hey, there were still 8 seconds on that, I call bullshit. Alright, I'm not feeling spicy enough to go to Blue Brain Star right now. What? Right out of the gate, the enemy RNG's being annoying, eh? Alright, I see how it is! Well, yeah, because the original PSO2 is a better game. That's the thing! New Genesis kind of killed it. So now you're stuck with an inferior experience. Whereas I'm just the old fogey that prefers the original. Hey, Tracker! Track Ether.
Toggled ether on.
Hey, Tracker! Track hamburgers. Okay, I didn't think that'd work. Hey, Tracker! Track powerful bombs.
You now have 5 powerful bombs.
Hey, Tracker! Track Pegasus boots.
Marking off the boots.
There we go.
5 treasures left.
Hey, Tracker! Mark Tower of Hero as red pendant.
Mark Tower of Hera as red pendant.
Hey, Tracker! Mark Desert Palace as green pendant.
Mark Desert Palace as pendant of courage.
Hey, Tracker! Mark Eastern Palace as blue crystal.
Marked Eastern Palace as blue crystal.
Hey, Tracker! Track shield.
Upgraded shield by 1 step.
Yeah, you can always tell if I generated it, because the boots are always right there. I can't have starting boots, but that's close enough. Alright, so I ended up with blue tier, because I got hit on the way coming out the door last time, so... Let's see what proper red tier is. It's vanilla! Alright, that's not bad. I wouldn't mind another pack of 80 rupees, that seems good. Holy moly! It's the cash crab! Cash crab! Cash crab! Cash crab! Oh my goodness, everything's money! Everything is money! Hey, tracking this bullshit at Lumberjack Ledge.
What did you say?
Hey, tracking this bullshit at Lumberjack Ledge.
Not an AGAC then?
Nope.
Ignoring lumberjack tree.
No! I like how she thinks Aga's some level of voodoo and doesn't actually say the name outright. Just spells it.
Oh yeah!
More money! Hey, hey, come here. Okay, I have 500 rupees now. That's quite a few. Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
No, you need just a sword to use a medallion. Singular. The Master Sword's required for the tablets. Alright, I'm just gonna go to Kakariko. I've got 622 rupees and I'm not afraid to use them. Actually, you know what I could do? Okay, this
Hi
is...
Duka to 18. Nice to see you, Pyre Light.
I'm gonna do something really dumb. Like, really dumb. Hey, Tracker, please add bombos.
Tracking bombos. Don't you need the flippers to get to under the bridge?
I mean, yeah, but, you know. Some say these types of birds descended from the Zora. Anyways, this is the original plan right here. Wait, but, right, those only... That only exists in not combo randomizer! No!
Hey Elizamile.
I wanted to buy a bomb expansion so I could have 15 bombs.
Hi Therakion.
But it doesn't exist in combo randomizer! It doesn't! It only exists in regular randomizer! Oh, I guess I can buy bombs. Baka!
Hey Stacker 27. Nice to see you, Yorbit Cat.
I just wanted to have a set of 15 bombs right off the bat. That would have been nice. Hey, Tracker, this bullshit at Lake Hylia Island.
I didn't get that.
Hey, Tracker, this bullshit at Lake Hylia Island.
Good to see you, Bakanando. Marked Lake Hylia Island as bullshit.
Hey, Tracker, track everything from Sahasrala's closet.
Tracked Munpar and 2 supers in Sahasrala's hut.
Did she just say Munpar? She just said Munpar. Hey, Tracker, Munpar.
Hey Sonolix 26.
Hey, Tracker, track missiles from Eastern Palace.
Added more missiles. 2 treasures left.
What?
Good to see you, Fragger.
Hey, she knows you specifically, Fragger.
Greetings, Philbringer.
I got my fingernail caught between the desk and the chair. That hurt a little bit. But if there's going to
Hi,
be anything
HUTTJ
worthwhile in
509.
here. Hey, track missiles from Eastern Palace.
Added more missiles.
Leaning on
One item left in
no
Eastern
for there being
Palace.
anything useful in here. Get a load of this! Okay, I missed. I mean, if you use Vivalence Branch, you don't really need to, you don't really need to practice them at all. Just be aware of how to finish both of them, really. It can be a little bit crazy sometimes, but there's enough different settings on there to keep it mostly tame. I'll have a heart on the off chance that this ends up being a vanilla bow. Hi, the last time I saw on the Armos. Nice. Surprise! You know, I'm in the mood for more shenanigans, so let's do some more shenanigans. I mean, all you need to set this up is to have the correct version of the .NET framework for the actual application itself, and a version of the Japanese 1.0 ROM for A Link to the Past, and the Japan-English combination ROM for Super Metroid. Obviously, I can't tell you where to get those other than Google is your friend or something. Ooh, pancakes. Pancakes and hamburgers, what a breakfast! Hey, track everything from Mini Moldorm Cave.
Tracked gravity suit and 4 other items in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Sacred cave for sacred artifact. Hey, track 1 stick. Hey, track single arrow.
Tracking 1 stick.
Hey, tracker, I cheated my way into Waterfall Cave.
Tracked +5 arrow capacity and missile pack in Waterfall Ferry. Don't you need the flippers to get to Waterfall Ferry left?
I mean, yes, but what does that ever stop me? Ooh. Hey, tracker, the wave beam's at Zora Ledge.
Marked wave beam at Zora's Ledge.
Ooh. Hey, track various suits.
Tracked various suit. Don't you need a gloves, a 300 rupees and a 300 rupees to get to Zora?
Yeah, but that wasn't stopping the money crabs. Actually, not a scam. Very nice. You know what? I don't have enough money yet. Let's get more money. Money crabs! Man, I want that wave beam, though. And track missiles.
Another one.
Maybe I should go to Kakariko at some point. There's probably a suspicious set of flippers there, if I had to guess. And Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
I mean, if I remembered how to do the clip up to Zor ledge, I could do it right now. I kind of want to give it a try. Just because I haven't been able to get it to work in so long. It's like, I mean, I could figure it out. Hey, Track soaps!
Added more super missiles.
Alright, I'll give it one shot, just for the sake of experimentation. Ancient tech that I haven't done in a while. Alternatively, I could just do water walk storage. But I've already committed now to trying the ledge clip. Water walk storage is ancient technology. Alright, let's give this a quick shot. Okay, that was definitely incorrect. I can't remember. Look, one more try. Real quick. I'm trying to remember where the exact, like, teleports. I think it's just clipping into the ledge and that works. I wish I could remember how exactly this works. It's been too long, man! I haven't done this in probably, like, another year and a half. I don't know what's the usual spot where I try. Because I can't do the usual, like, teleports, because the usual pixel to line up on's not there. The problem is getting the Zoras to piss off for a little bit so I can actually do the clip. Ah! Damn it. Yeah, I can't remember. Alright, fine, I'll leave it alone. We'll just lob that 5 minutes off the final time, because I was just trying to do some science.
You look ridiculous.
I think it's something you can do with spin speed, so it's probably much more doable with a sword. It's going pretty okay today there, Fragger. I'm very tired, but other than that... Probably keeping things relatively short today, because yesterday's stream was long and a lot to keep track of. Yes! But it was a good stream yesterday, very entertaining. Hey, Track powerful bombs.
You now have 15 powerful bombs.
Yeah, you were working on the Shack Sprite for a while, right? On top of probably working before that, so lots of things to tire you out. Oh, hey. You done? Very nice. You got the Dark World portion done too? Hey, Track glove.
Upgraded gloves by 1 step.
Hey, Track soups.
Added more super missiles.
Help! Overwhelming nostalgia! Okie dokie. For now, we'll have the continuing adventures of another turkey sandwich. I should work on a Sprite, but man, it's such a pain in the ass. Nice! Wait, I have Dark World access already. What the fuck? Hey, Tracker! Oh, I'll add that in a minute. Hey, track everything from Kakariko Well.
Tracked hammer and 3 other items in Kakariko Well.
A PKR Sprite, yes. Negatron, welcome to the party of 14. You guys came in at a good time. We're kind of just getting started here on this Super Metroid Cross Link to the Past stream. Very simple start so far, other than the fact that I already have Dark World access, which is a little unusual. The real whooshing intensifies. Wait a minute. I have a thing for this. Something like that. Yes. Hey, Tracker marked Thieves Town as blue pendant.
Marked Thieves Town as pendant of courage.
Hey, Tracker marked Misery Mire as red crystal.
Marked Misery Mire as red crystal.
Hey, Tracker marked Turtle Rock as red crystal.
Marked Turtle Rock as red crystal.
Hey, Tracker marked remaining dungeons as blue crystal.
Assigned crystal to unmarked dungeons.
Give me those. I need more bombs! Precious bombs. So this is extremely early Dark World access, to say the least. Eh! Damn it! Damn it! Dead. Having to rely on the hammerhead blocks is always a thing. Hey, Tracker, I died. Hey, Tracker, I died.
Lol, you died.
Okay, this is good. There we go! Hammer hitbox actually worked this time. Funny how much of a difference that makes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nice guard on the door. Okay, this one's on purpose, though. Hey, Tracker, track tactical reset. Hey, Tracker, please add tactical reset.
You've died 2 times.
Wow, enemy RNG, you're in a mood, I see. Really? It's gonna make me go around the long way? Alright, sure. Fine. I played a lot more episode 2 than I normally do of PSO because of this current event. And it's reminded me how much of a pain in the ass it is to play on it with anything other than other people. Yeah, at least that went well. Yes, there's finally my Skullwood small key. Hey, Tracker, track Big 20 from Skillwoods.
You now have 220 rupees. 1 more to go in here.
No, episode 3 is the card revolution. Whew, yeah, our enemy RNG is feeling very spicy at the moment. They have one desired direction, and it has to lunge directly towards my face at all times. But I don't want to go to Pendant Thieves. Hey, tracking this bullshit at, blah, 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 blah. Hey, tracking this bullshit at Bumper Cave. Hey, tracking this bullshit at Bumper Cave. Hey, tracking this bullshit at Bumper Ledge. Hey, Tracker, there's bullshit at Bumper Cave.
Marked Bumper Cave as bullshit.
That took a few tries. Jeez. Yeah, they're definitely being, a little persnickety when it comes to my current HP bar. Like, this ghost is gonna fly directly in my way. Okay. I thought about it. Oh! Hey, Tracker, track high jump.
Tracked high jump boots.
Cool. I like having the high jump boots. They're very handy. But I don't want to go to Thieves Town, so I'm not going to. Screw Thieves Town! I mean, you can wear high jump boots on your feet. I mean, on your hands if you want to. Might not be a good idea, but you can do it. Eto, Shimino. I see. Beto. Did all that digging and all I had to show for it is another lousy Big 20. You know, I've been excessively greedy this run. Why not a little bit more? Just a picture, like, a loud finger snap and a fadeaway on that last shot. Hey, track content.
Marking off content.
Some other means of defending myself in the dark world would be good. The hammer is really not ideal. It does plenty of damage, but it's way too awkward for how mobile some of these enemies get. Hey Tracker, track everything from Hype Cave.
Tracked mail and 4 other items in Hype Cave.
Alright, we got survivability. That's actually kind of worthwhile. Hey, I needed the money in that 3v1. Also, I kind of did it on purpose, yeah. That 3v1 was still such a good charity idea. Freaking Xandra. It's just like, hey, I got a really silly idea. You want to do this? And I'm all like, that sounds ridiculous. I'm in. Content brain's just like, that's some excellent content. Tracker, tracky tank.
Toggling energy tank on.
Bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba. I'm gonna be hearing this song a lot in my near future. I have several mags that need feeding. I just haven't been doing it because I've been more concentrated on the Easter event. And may I just say, one of my characters is over the halfway mark in terms of total EXP required for max level, and I look at that and go, holy shit! What has been going on? Why is she so high level? Well, what do we have here? Hey Tracker, track morph.
Toggled morph ball on.
How you doing there, catfish? Wait. Before I do the front of escape, let's do the back of escape. Hey Tracker, it's time to get serious. Yeah, I do kind of want to go pick up the wave beam for the road. I told you! Medley's descended from Zoras, right? Hey Tracker, track everything in back of escape.
Added hook shot and 2 other items from sewers. 3 treasures left.
Double kill! You got it. Also applicable is, hey Tracker, it's morphin' time. But I mean, she already uses those jokes in her call-outs for the morph ball. Oh, it's this song. I love this song. Hey Tracker, please add missiles from Hyrule Castle.
Another one. 2 items left in Hyrule Castle.
Alright, Darkcross has something. Tyrannosaurus! And I'll form the head! Alright, it's time for another tactical reset. Hey, Tracker tracked E-Tank from Hyrule Castle.
Another one. Just one more.
Hey, Tracker track tactical reset.
You've performed 3 tactical resets.
I mean, 2 of them were tactical. One of them was actually a death. Man, they really wanted to get in my way. Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank from Hyrule Castle.
You now have 3 E-Tanks.
Alright, who's ready for some
That's the last of them.
retro tech? Nah, she doesn't currently recognize if you have the mirror or not. Retro tech! Retro tech! Okay, so how this one works is you do this whole water walk storage setup as normal, as if you were going to perform a water walk. But there's a catch. If you get the fake flippers on the first try like this, and that's why I use a setup for that, you still technically have the ability to water walk stored away. So it's gone into fake flippers first, but the game is still in the glitch state where it thinks you should be able to, where you can start walking on water. And thankfully you can still do this to be able to stand on the water and run. But with... Oh no, I bugged! That screws it up! No, not again! Can I please stop fighting this up? Come on, what is my problem today? It's not hard tech! What am I doing? I really am tired. That's all there is to it. I just want the wave beam game, come on! God, yeah, I still can't believe they changed how fake they got rid of the whole safeguard on the fake flippers in regular rando. It's like, what? Why would you do that? It's just objectively bad. Anyways, so you still have the water walk stored. And as a result, you can just kind of make your way over to the waterfall. Like so. And jump right the heck off. Huzzah!
Nice to see you dash speed.
Hey, track wave beam.
Toggling wave beam on. By the way, nice tech.
It's like they literally changed the game to have the safeguard there because fake flippering is a common thing, and screwing it up would be, you know, problematic if it caused your game to freeze for 2 minutes every time it happened. And then they're just like, hey, I have a great idea, let's get rid of that. Why? Ooh, money. So, Standard Link to the Past Randomizer recently removed the safeguard for screwing up fake flippers, where it either insta-kills you or just teleports you to where you were standing. They got rid of it, so now the game tries to push you where it thinks you're supposed to go, but the problem is, since you normally engage the fake flippers several screens away, the game gets incredibly confused and spends multiple minutes trying to realign where it's supposed to be. Multiple minutes! That shit right there is why Link to the Past Rando hasn't seen a decent update in a long time. Hey Tracker, there's bullshit at Spectacle Rock.
Mark Spectacle Rock is bullshit.
Hey Tracker, there's bullshit at Spectacle Rock Cave.
I hope you didn't waste time going there.
Yeah, I just looked. This is alongside such things as getting rid of the guaranteed small key and putting Ballroom of Skullvoids, which was really important for non-standard modes. Just because they could, amongst other things. No, they're really not. In terms of randomizers that have good dev work done to them, Ocarina of Time and Metroid Prime? Also Pokemon Crystal, that's a pretty good one. Hey, nice Secrets Break. Alright then. Hey Tracker, track everything from Paradox Cave.
Track Space Jump, Sword, and 5 other items in Paradox Cave.
Alrighty then. I mean, it was technically in logic. I just chose a different way to get up here than going all the way to Norfair. Oh, come on, I want that! Wait a minute. I can have that. Oh, man. Oh, this is a weird overworld glitch, but let's do it. Tracker, track flute!
Marking off the flute. How did you get to Floating Island without the mirror and a gloves?
That was supposed to jump me all the way down. Okay! I'm out! Woo! That trick's a lot easier to do without the flippers, so I got very tempted very quickly. I track that red shit.
Marking off the red boomerang.
Well, I mean, there you go. There's a demonstration of an advanced overworld glitch. Hey, tracker, track bow.
Toggling bow on.
Oh, I guess I can do a couple of dungeons for the road. Minutes to go. Admittedly, my gear's not exactly ideal for this, but I mean, let's put ourselves into a challenge, shall we? Yo, Phantom Crowd, how's it going? I mean, technically the bow's in logic, because I was supposed to be able to get to Death Mountain by going through Super Metroid. I just took a little shortcuts all. Oh, the body blocker! I'm gonna reload the room after picking up some health, because apparently enemy RNG's just being a goddamn monstrosity today. Phantom Crab, thank you for the 16 months. Getting Joe spinning a little bit more for us today. Seriously, the frickin' body blocker! I even had my sword out. It was in the perfect position to cause trouble. And it's over with the tier 2 for 55. Very nice. Oh my god, but they stopped blocking all the shots! Enemy RNG, cool it, will ya? You've been out of control for a few minutes now. Normally that room goes perfectly fine. But when every single enemy decides it wants to be in the worst possible spot, things get a little bit worse. I mean, the only thing out of logic truly right now is the flute. And the wave beam. That's it. That's all that's sequence broken right now. Everything else is perfectly in logic. Hey, Tracker, I defeated Armos Knights.
Congratulations on beating off Armus Knights. Added more red rupees.
I mean, that's just the thing. It's like, the logic that I broke is just for Floating Island and the Old Man Cave. I could have just gone through Super Metroid to get to all that other stuff, so none of it's out of logic. I just got there through a shortcut. Alright, now admittedly, going for the Palace of Darkness under these conditions is what would be referred to as certifiably ambitious. So, let's see if I'm feeling good in the neighborhood today. Nope, thankfully, the logic is done in such a way where even if you break the logic as much as possible, you won't softlock yourself. Not without using glitches that are beyond the scope of whatever you generated. Usually involving interior glitches, because those are the ones that really fuck with the game. Those are the ones I haven't learned. I've done them a couple of times, but I always had to be instructed. Because they're really complicated and really stupid. A lot of wiggling around indoors with the Cane of Samaria. Hey, Tracker, please add missiles from Dork Palace.
Added more missiles. 4 treasures left.
Whew, there's them there chills again. This is my own Fantasy Star Online and Universe combination MSU. This particular song is titled Revolution of the Origin Part 2. Alright, this section's legitimately really freaking hard under my current conditions, so, hopefully this goes fine. Nice! Hell yeah! Terrible flashbacks and Dell Savers? Sounds about right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, ouch, 8. Gotcha! Phew! Hey Tracker, I defeated the mighty King Helmasaur.
Congratulations on beating off the mighty King Helmasaur. Upgraded bottle by 1 step. 3 items left in Palace of Darkness.
Zora had the Varia suit. Catfish had the Morphball. That's the hard part out of the way. Now for the rest of the dungeon. Track heart container from Dark Palace.
You now have 2 heart containers. 2 items left in Dark Palace.
Well, that might have helped. Hey, Tracker, track silver arrows. Hey, Tracker, track silvers.
Tracked silvers. 1 item left in Dork Palace. But how did you get to Dark Basement left without the lantern?
Well, you know, methods.
Good to see you, SLVR Striker.
You know, it'd be extremely convenient if the last item was in the big chest. There you go, Shido. Welcome. What the party you two? We're in the middle of doing some Super Metroid Crosslink to the past rando. Ah, okay, I'm going into the maze. It would have been convenient, though. Of course, it's in the very far corner. Alright, I'm going. Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank from Dark Palace.
You now have 5 E-Tanks. That's the last of them.
Alright, let's get to work. Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
No, I don't really have any crazy tech for this. We already have so many items in Super Metroid that I don't have to do game-destroying tech. I already have the gravity suit, see? Hey, Tracker, track powerful bombs.
Another one.
Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank.
Added more E-Tanks.
I feel such a sense of speed already having so many items. You don't? Ain't nothing wrong with lurking. Lurking's important. It's a big part of how the old Twitch sphere works. Yeah, it's definitely one of the smoother looking sprites. It's just slightly unfortunate because it's Federation Trooper. It does fit the mood very nicely with the music, though. Feels like it's more modeled after the soldier suits from Other M. So we'll just pretend this is Anthony, the one good fellow from that game. Even if he was a horrible stereotype. I accidentally shot a super missile. Well, that's gonna suck. Wait, can't I just... Okay, no.
I've already greeted you, Alakazam Trainer 219. Hi, delicious meat.
Say Milan music, get out of here! I've killed you like 100 times! And you still won't give me my drop!
Good to see you, Nokiashi.
Fresh meat.
I'm gonna kill Dark Falls a couple 100 times as well, because I'm at a level where I need a red ring! I didn't think I'd ever reach that day, but here it is! Alright, he should be dead. Hey, track spooky ghost!
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Bustin', 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 bustin'. He didn't just have a plasma beam, he had a charged plasma beam! He had the microwave beam! I mean, if I had the ability to make an entire Super Metroid sprite, maybe I'd actually just go with one of the PSO characters. Probably one of just the default versions of them. Or, you know, make it look like one of mine. I don't know. The art style would fit very well with this game. Hey, Tracker, I have 70 missiles.
Added more missiles.
Easier to work with, yeah, but making a larger sprite look good is difficult for me, because I don't really have artistic abilities. I've never been good at drawing. Very tempting to draw results in things like a Ganondorf that looks like he came out of Doug. Huh. Well, I guess I had to keep that. Hey, Tracker, track the sacred texts.
What did you say?
I said track the sacred texts. Hey, Tracker, track Book of Medora.
Could you repeat that?
Hey, Tracker, please add Book of Medora.
Marked off the sacred texts. Hello BEKS0502.
The main thing we're lacking right now is offensive power. That seems to be a common trend in these. But I'm otherwise good on most other things. But yeah, we don't have a ton of ammo, and I don't really have
Hello
beams.
Adon Kalis.
The only beam I have is out of Logic 3, excruciating amounts of effort.
Hey Viney Gamer 24.
I mean, you know, I probably should sign up for Pit sometime in the nearest, well, Maybe not. Like, I lasted in, like, what, January? Maybe February, whenever Psyche and I went on. Wave was on Zora Ledge, so it's a set of flippers at a Logic at the moment. But yeah, I'm probably getting somewhat due to apply again. They're really fun. I like joining. I watch every week, basically. Even if I have to catch just the VOD sometimes. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
You now have 75 missiles.
I just try not to apply too much, because there's a lot of people that want to play, so, you know, I wait my turn. I need a different song for this, hang on. There's a song that was always used in Phantasy Star Universe for traveling, so, Where the heck is it, though? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Yeah, what song even is it? I don't know. Nope, it's not that one. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, there it is! Ugh. Every time you fly between planets in Phantasy Star Universe, every single time, it starts up a cutscene with that song. Every single godforsaken time, no matter how many times you've been to those planets. Thankfully you can skip it, but you always at least get the first few notes of the song. Alright, this wreck ship was particularly bad, but at least it's done. Ah, I decided to pick some travel music that fit the MSU tag. Oh yeah, we did get Book. Book of Deceptive Value. Oh, damn, was that still half an energy tank? These things hurt. No for the workday isn't too bad. Thanks for dropping by while you could, Fraser. Yes. Routing for this scene's gonna be a little bit unusual. Just because of all the mobility tools I've already bestowed, have, possess, can make use of. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey, Tracker, please add pointy thing.
Upgraded sword by 1 step.
Yeah, this song. I like this song. Hey, Tracker Track E-Tank.
You now have 7 energy tanks.
Shame I'm not gonna hear this for a sec, because I'm immediately going up this way. Hey, Tracker Track that blue shit.
Tracked blue boomerang.
Blue boomerang on a blue pedestal in blue Brinstar. How apt! Hey, Tracker Track missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey, Tracker Track missiles.
You now have 90 missiles.
Blue, blue. Well, for most MSU packs, I tend to go with something funky for Green Brinstar. Because you gotta have that funk. Or at least something very catchy. It's the most upbeat part of Metroid by far. Everything out there has a sense of, like, loneliness or kind of, you know, suffocating atmosphere, but Green Brinstar is lively, there's plants and animals. It's colorful. Hey, Tracker Track powerful bombs.
Added more powerful bombs.
Oh, my routing direction has been rewarded. I think there's actually a Metroid Fusion Randomizer already. Might still be in beta, but I know that it's at least been worked on. Hey, Tracker Track Speed Booster.
Track speed booster.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these things. They're 2 in the way! I mean, there's some good tracks to choose from for Super Metroid. There's always the ever-popular Lower Norfair theme. Regular Green Brinstar is also a really great track. Jetpackle! Red Brinstar is fine, but it's also extremely over-remixed at this point. In fact, I think I have something like 5... Basically every single Super Metroid remix I have is of Red Brinstar. And Tracker Track Glass Container.
Congratulations with your new 3rd bottle.
Dread's a good time. Definitely happy with it. Much better than the previous entry. Hey, that mothball was pretty slick. The best track in Metroid Dread, I would say, is actually the remix of Samus's theme. It plays right at the start of the game, which is unfortunate because it literally starts off with the most effective song. Because most of the rest of it just goes into a kind of ambient, not even all that musical songs. Definitely went much more the Metroid Fusion side of things. Metroid games haven't really had a solid soundtrack all the way through since Super. They've had lots of soundtracks that have a small handful of standout songs, but it's never been the entire package. Prime 1 was pretty close, but it still had some boring stuff mixed in there. Yeah, I'd say a lot of the more modern soundtracks lean way too hard on the futuristic space part of the series. The Chozo Ruins tracks really aren't all that great. I know they set the mood, but they're much more atmospheric, much less catchy. Both the Talon Overworld themes were good, both the Phendrana themes were good. The Crashed Frigate theme was extremely good, like the underwater version. Memoir Caverns is just Lower Norfair, so it doesn't count. The Phazon Mines were not particularly interesting, another very atmospheric track, not a whole lot of music to it. Most of the boss fight themes were okay, I guess. The Chozo Ghost track can go frickin' like suck a lemon. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect, but Christ! You get so tired of it after like one encounter. I also got incredibly tired of the Space Pirates theme before I even finished getting to the first research lab. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
What was that?
Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey, Tracker, please add soups.
Added more superb missiles.
Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey, Tracker, please add X-ray.
Tracking X-ray scope.
Hey, Tracker, please add E-Tank.
Another one.
So yeah, like, most of the overarching area themes were fine, except for Chozo Ruins and Phazon Mines. And that's literally just because they focus more on ambience than actual music. All the rest of the areas focused on actual music. It sounded great. But I mean, the best song on the Metroid Prime entire soundtrack, and it's pretty clear. It's the data selection screen music! That's another game that starts off with a mighty bang. You can't just start off with such a good song, man! It gets me hyped to play, but it makes all the other songs look worse. Hey, Tracker Track Soups.
You now have 35 superb missiles.
thing number 2 is way over by, like, the starting power bomb set. We've had it for a bit. Whee! Oh. Hey, track missiles.
You now have 105 missiles.
Surely there's gotta be something here in Ridstar, right? It can't just all be empty. I mean, the bosses in Prime 2 are nasty. That game did not pull any punches. And unlike a lot of the more troublesome enemies, there's no quick way to deal with them. You just gotta fight them good. Hey, Track Shacktool Jr.
Toggled shovel on.
There's not too much trouble with the bomb or boost guardians. But yeah, there's a lot of nasty bosses. Spider Guardian's not bad, it's just boring. It goes on for way too long. Ugh, I wouldn't want to picture being stuck in Metroid Prime 2 without the dark suit for longer than normal, though. Hey, track missiles.
Another one.
I mean, Quadraxis is a fun fight. I like that one. It's a bit long, but I mean, it's fun. Alright, so I really didn't get anything at all out of the Ridstar loop, but at least it's done, I guess. I mean, the problem with Metroid Dread speedruns is I don't like a lot of the tech that's used in them now. Yes, I guess I'll take that. Hey, track mail. Hey, track mail.
Congratulations with your new red mail. Dread's just one of those games with such good default movement that it kind of felt genuinely really bad when wall clipping and all that other sort of stuff really started getting involved. It's like, oh man, but the movement's so freaking, like, freakishly good.
What was that?
I said the movement's really good, Tracker! Surely you can understand, right? Hey, Tracker, track content.
Added more content.
I really liked Prime 2 on my second playthrough. First, I wasn't super big on it, but I finished it. And then the second one, I'm just like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, did they finally make a glitch this rule set? I hadn't been paying attention for a while. Pseudo-wave glitch, just ew. And that was like the very first one that set off the Red Brinstar was Mizuraki District CD, I think is what it's called.
What was that?
It's a song tracker, it's a song. And Star Universe songs have interesting labels. I played the GameCube version of Prime 2. My second playthrough was on the Wii though, so I played both. Both, technically. What I had the second time around was knowledge on how to deal with some of the more annoying enemy types, and that helped a lot. Like how the Dark Beam, aside from looking like the Ice Beam, also functions like the Ice Beam. Hey, Tracker, track bacon.
Toggle bacon on.
Just do multiple frame perfect shots at the start of all your runs, Forehead.
Nice to see you, Lord Nanfoodle.
Ah, the price in exchange for optimal stuff. They just skipped that underwater boss instead of learning. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be a way to one-cycle it. There has to be. I'm sure they can find a way to one-cycle it, and that would look swag as fuck. I should probably switch to the Meridian map. There we go. Oh, hey, speaking of tech. Hey, Tracker, track the tech. Hey, Tracker, track the tech.
Marking off the cane of technical prowess.
Hey, Tracker, track 300 rupees?
Added more 300 rupees.
All I know is I get to the underwater boss, and I can get it down to one missile shot before I head to the second cycle. It feels so doable. Oh, hey, what's that? Hey, Tracker, track magic mirror. Hey, Tracker, track magic mirror.
Medley feels a strange pulling sensation.
Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
You now have 115 missiles.
$20. Oh boy. Hey, Tracker, track grapple beam.
Tracked grapple. Hey tracker, track shack tool go mode.
Alright, what's it gonna have? What's it gonna have? Hey, Tracker, track shack tool.
Toggled shack tool on. Did you get something nice?
Nope! No, I most certainly did not. Supers aren't too bad, but it's not good enough for me to go all the way back around. Oh, I remember what song I used here. Hey, Tracker, untrack the grapple beam.
Toggled grappling beam off.
Tracker, please add missiles. Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Another one.
Now the wave beam's really gonna put in some work. Standard power beam doesn't actually one-shot these things, but wave beam's enough. Damn, didn't quite get the speed booster. I was trying to get through here at high speeds! Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank.
You now have 9 E-tanks.
I mostly use standard missiles for this boss anyways. You know, it strikes me that it's very fitting that Meridia has the Seabed's music. And then Olga Flow's the boss music. Mama, why are you so fast? It's probably like one shot from death. Hey, Tracker, track Dragon.
Congratulations on beating off Dragon.
Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Another one.
Looks like we're the 15 bucks. Tails showing up on screen for us today. What does that message say? I can't quite see. Dragon, more like Dragon. But did you hear that thing? They tried to call that one a boss fight. A boss fight? I'll have to find their boss and tell them how bad it is. What? It's one of the only times where I need to turn off the high jump just so I can do this more easily. I don't need to grab the 20 bucks. But that can stay ungathered. It's not worth it if I had the spring ball, maybe. But I don't. So just mark it off. Hey, Tracker, enable hints.
Hints are now on.
Hey, Tracker, what's a plasma beam?
Plasma beam is barren.
Thank you. Hey, Tracker. Thank you.
You're welcome, I think.
Hey, Tracker, disable hints.
I'll stop giving you hints.
Well, I suppose we should probably go beat upgrade.
Hey, Trace Bullet.
Well, I mean, I say it on runs before I put off Crane. It shows a few runs, but this time we really put him off. You know, Tygo? Oh, hey, welcome. We're a bit of a ways into this here run, mostly on the Super Metroid side of things. Just gonna go deal with the Nora Fair after this.
Hello, Kate Roman 216. Hi Red Monk 3Y1.
Hey, Tracker check powerful bombs.
Another one.
Another one. Hey, Tracker check crate.
Toggled crate on. Watch out for his awful son on the way out.
It's already dead, don't worry about it. Well, you don't try to chat there, Bill. Once a meme is established, they'll stick to it until the ends of the earth. For better or for worse. Oh my god, there's so much green on this map! Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
Oh, hey, there's the wave beams and logic now. Hey, Tracker, check flippers.
Toggled flippers on.
Hey, Tracker, please add missiles.
Added more missiles.
Wait, there's a better spot for farming over here. Don't listen to these, I really do need all 35 super missiles. And the drop rate is being miserable right now. We're a little bit lacking on the soups. Admittedly, Shaktool's blessing might have been helpful, but, oh well. I'm legitimately curious to find out whether or not X Factor actually hurts Golden Torso.
But alas, I don't have that charge beam yet, so we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Hey, how about a charge beam like right here? That'd be fantastic. It's just missiles. Alright.
What's wrong? Am I not good enough for you anymore?
Tracker's fine. I'm just doing other things for a bit.
This.
What the? Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Enunciate more clearly next time.
Hey, Tracker, track half magic.
Toggled half magic on.
Tracker, track missiles.
You now have 135 missiles.
Seems about right. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Added more missiles.
Of course! Hey, Tracker, Mark Quake is required for Misery Mire.
Marked Quake is required for Misery Mire.
Oh, that's getting glitched into later. Freaking. Oh! Okay, that's better. Hey, Tracker, track everything from Mire Shed.
Added screw attack and powerful bombs from Mire Shed.
That'll do. I still need to farm up the rest of my soups, but I mean, that'll make Lower Norfair much easier. Sad part is I need literally every single one of these shots in order to kill Ridley. Well, in order to kill Ridley quickly, at least. Damn Pest is resistant to standard missiles and takes more shots to equal one super missile than normal. I think it's like 5 shots instead of 3. No, it's Medley. Alex Kid doesn't have a beak.
Hi Henry Lee Bescu.
This also is in RoboCop, but that one I understand a bit more. But it's missing the distinctive chrome dome. And Tracker, please end missiles.
You now have 145 missiles.
mean, to be fair, that's the freaking giant plasma beam, whatever he was
Make up
using,
your mind.
takes absolutely forever to charge. They track missiles.
Added more missiles.
You can't be doing an entire mission with just that thing. We can't just stand around for like 2 hours waiting for it to charge up every time. Come on, one more. That's what happens when I have no ammo for Ridley. Well, that was smooth as butter. Hey, Tracker, track Ridley.
Congratulations on beating off Ridley.
Buttery smooth. I do so like it when Ridley just pogos the whole time. As you can see, it helps a lot. Could it be the legendary Super Chozo? Ow, my health. Oh, come on, get out of the spikes. Game. Ah, that's important. Hey, Tracker, track Ice Rod.
Tracked Ice Rod.
No affair with the progression again. If it was Anthony, it'd be more like, any objections, princess? Hey, Tracker, track the Ice Beam.
Tracking Ice Beam.
What about the ice items doing in Lower Norfair? Actually really need super missiles. Gonna need them for Croc in a bit. Hey, track powerful bombs.
Added more power bombs.
Gravity Suit in Lower Norfair is always rough. Oh, jeez, but you were playing regular Varia. That means you had to do shenanigans to get to Lower Norfair. Ugh. Well, we've been kind of cruising today so far. There were some shenanigans involving the wave beam that have set back the clear time a little bit. Hey, track magic cape.
Tracked magic cape.
Hey, track soups.
Another one.
Incoming! Whoop. Yeah, Lava Dive frickin' sucks. I delivered pretty early too, because a lot of my combo randomizer play was done on hard logic because the person I was playing with was a goddamn memer. Regrets were had. Oh man, my speed! Aye. Yeah, somebody I don't really talk to anymore. That was long ago. Many years ago. Hey, track class bottle.
What was that?
Hey, track class container.
Upgraded bottle by one step.
Wait, I need to go this way first. Oh, efficiency routing! Now if only I can start playing better. Not losing all my speed for these rooms. Hey, track powerful bombs.
You now have 45 powerful bombs.
Beamers are common, yes. A dime a dozen, one might say. I stopped playing on hard logic after one too many gravity suitless Meridias. Because it's just suffering incarnate, it's not fun. It's just slow and painful and requires some of the worst jumps you can imagine.
Nice to see you, Doc Moon Shadow.
Hey, track E-Tank!
You now have 10 E-Tanks.
Alright, Crocomire. Since I still don't really have anything to go on for Link to the Past.
Good to see you, N171.
Time to die!
Hi, Amore Silverspark.
I mean, I guess I technically have all Swamp Palace. That is something decent.
Nice to see you, Hawkblade 573.
But I mean, this would be fast too. Charge! And at this point, Crocomire area is the last items in Super Metroid, so might as well just get her done. Crocodile's mouth pretending not to have a hitbox again. Hey, hey, hey. It's supposed to be dead. There you go. Whoa! I haven't seen that color of mushroom before. It looks like an actual mushroom. Anyways. Hey, Tracker, track mushroom.
Toggling mushroom on.
Hey, Tracker, track Crocomire.
Congratulations on beating off Crocomire.
Well, that was all the Super Metroid bosses then. It's a small thing, but I'm happy I managed to contribute those boss icons. Except for the Crocomire one. I tried to get Crane's most flattering side. No, I just captured them. Oh, Crocomire had to die! Hey, Tracker, track Fire Rod. Hey, Tracker, track Fire Rod.
Marked off the fire rod.
I genuinely kind of hate there were Quake and Titans for Go Mode. I genuinely hate there were Quake for Go Mode. Hey, Tracker, track Titty Mitts.
Congratulations with your new titty mitts. I hear Peg World is beautiful this time of year.
I was going to say, because I know it's going to give me the Titans Mitts first, and then it's going to be a wild goose chase for Quake. But you know, it kind of beat me to it by handing over the Titans Mitts immediately.
Hey Locos Docos.
Locos Docos. Locos Docos! Alright, it's gotta be one of these. The Wild Goose Chase for the third and final medallion. Somewhere in the entirety remaining of A Link to the Past is a Quake medallion. Let's get to work! See how much green is on this map? There's one item in all of that! I have 2,400 rupees after already paying off Zora. That's madness. Hey, Tracker, track content.
Another one.
Yeah, the bright side, my flute's in logic now, I guess.
Hey Deberkspum.
Well, off to Turtle Rock first. I haven't had a good old-fashioned go mode on Laser Bridge in a while. Hey, track piece of heart from Turtle Rock.
Added more heart pieces. 4 treasures left.
More! Need more rupees!
I already said hi to you dash speed.
Well, the beak's visible on everything except for the upward view. Remember, the Wind Waker birds have a much more vertical than horizontal beak. So it's not your typical, like, freaking toucan-ass beak. Hey, track Big 20 from Turtle Rock.
Hi Lord Kotsu. Added more red rupees. 3 treasures left.
Oh, good thing I came here first then, because Vanilla Big Key makes you unable to go mode Turtle Rock. Unless you're feeling really ambitious and hoping that there's no big small key in the big chest, which is, not common! Hey. Thinking about which PSO character would make for a good Super Metroid sprite. I mean, I guess the obvious answer is a Rock-a-Seal. Wheels, guns, his robot, his female. Boom. They track missiles.
You now have 150
At least kind of get where the
missiles.
Alex Kidd's coming from. It's the hair. It's 100% the hair. And the beak is getting mistaken for skin tone. I guess the only problem with PSO guns is they're generally very big, which would not fit into Samus' sprite sheet at all. They're very large! I mean, that would have been nice a while ago. Hey, tracker, track, charge beam. Tracker, track, charge beam. Oh.
Marking off the charge beam.
Hey, tracker, track, 20 rupees from Turtle Rock.
Another one. 2 items left in Turtle Rock.
Wait, 2 items. Hey, tracker, clear 1 item from Turtle Rock. Hey, tracker, clear 1 item from Turtle Rock.
1 more to go in here.
Charge beam also didn't remove one of the numbers. Weird. Oh well. Alright, have a good one, Rico. Thanks for dropping by while I could. Hey, Tracker, I defeated Trinex.
Rip Trinix. Another one.
It's definitely a little clearer in the Crystal Git that it's medley. Slightly. Go and be just next door? Maybe? Maybe? There's a chance. I still have multiple dungeons to go do first. Well, here's all my super missiles. We need Quake. 1 singular medallion. Hey, Tracker, track everything from Hookshot Cave.
Track 2 superb missiles, bombs, and red rupee in Hookshot Cave.
Hey, Tracker, track everything from Super Bunny Cave.
Added shield and spring ball from Super Bunny Cave.
We've actually already gotten the grapple beam and already been to Shack Tool. It was a super missile. And then I just save reset it away because it was more convenient than walking all the way back around Meridia. I mean, I do have a very free setup to see what's on Ped.
Oh yeah, looking good.
So, alright, so I have this, I have Swamp, and I have Ice Palace all to do. Those will be first priority. There we go. Oh, right. It's like, oh, that did nothing, then I realized. Right, body sword damage. I haven't been to Moth with a level 3 sword in a while, so I kept on trying to set up for, like, Master Sword and Hammer strats. Naturally, the last item in here is in the big chest. Hey, Tracker, enable hints!
Toggled hints on.
Hey, Tracker, what's in Skullwood's big chest?
There's nothing important in Skullwood's big chest.
Alrighty then, we'll be skipping it. Hey, Tracker, clear Skullwoods. Hey, Tracker, clear Skullwoods.
Marked Skullwoods is all clear.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Mothula.
Congratulations on beating off Mothula.
There we go. Hey, Tracker, there's bullshit at Master Sword Pedestal. Hey, Tracker, there's bullshit at Master Sword Pedestal.
Phew. I hope you didn't waste time going there.
Nah, we good. I got a book. Oh yeah, this song. Very intense Ice Palace. Hey, Tracker, track heart piece from Ice Palace.
Added more pieces of heart. 2 items left in Ice Palace.
Always gonna be these last little items that are hidden away. Hey, Tracker, track content.
You now have 4 content.
Always feels good when I get that to go so smoothly. Just looks good. Hey, Tracker, track sword from Ice Palace.
Upgraded sword by 1 step. Just 1 more.
Hey, Tracker, track missiles from Ice Palace.
You now have 155 missiles. That's everything in Ice Palace.
Oh, nothing in Ice Tea. So I'll just go straight to the boss. Very nice go-modable Ice Palace. You love to see it. Hey, Tracker, I defeated Cold Stare.
Marked Cold Stare as defeated. Toggled Ice Palace key on.
Cruising. Now we're a schmoovin'. Hey, Tracker Track Soups!
Added more super missiles.
Alright, off to Swamp Palace. Next. What's in here? Well, there's not going to be any swords in Sword Palace. Maybe there'll be a beam? A plasma beam? And Tracker, enable hints.
Hints are now enabled.
Hey Tracker, what's in Swamp Palace West chest?
It's got something for Medley, but I wouldn't bother with it.
Hey Tracker, what's in Swamp Palace Big Key chest?
Swamp Palace Big Key Chest has something for Medley, but I wouldn't bother.
Hey Tracker, disable hints.
Toggled hints off.
The map immediately let me know that there's something on left side swamp, so I just wanted to check. Yo, Guido, how's it going? We're on a search for that Bar Quake medallion. And I'm almost out of dungeons, so we're probably gonna have a wild goose chase starting here pretty soon. I'm doing pretty okay, just very tired. I might actually lay down for a nap after we finish the scene. The temptation is calling. Hey, Tracker Track 50 rupees from Swamp Palace.
Tracked 50 rupees. 5 treasures left.
I do like naps. They're very pleasant. Sometimes you just need a little bit of extra shut-eye, you know? Hey, Tracker Track a heart container from Swamp Palace. Hey, Tracker Track's heart container from Swamp Palace. Hey, Tracker Track heart container from Swamp Palace.
Added more heart containers. 4 treasures left.
Hey, Tracker Track missiles from Swamp Palace.
Added more missiles. 3 items left in Swamp Palace.
Hey, Tracker, what's in the Swamp Palace Big Key chest?
If you want me to give a hint, say hey Tracker, enable hints.
Hey, Tracker, enable hints.
Toggled hints on.
Hey, Tracker, what's in the Swamp Palace Big chest?
I wouldn't skip that if I were you.
Ah, shit! I mean, there's a lot of things that can be that earthquake. Wait a minute, it's probably gonna be its own big key. It's probably gonna be its own big key. Hey, Tracker, disable hints. Hey, Tracker, disable hints.
I'll stop giving you hints.
Hey, Tracker, enable spoilers.
Toggled spoilers on.
Hey, Tracker, what's in the Swamp Palace big chest?
The spacer is there.
Hey, Tracker, disable spoilers.
I'll stop giving you spoilers when asked for.
Hey Tracker, I defeated Argus.
Congratulations on beating off Argus.
Hey Tracker.
You now have 2 bombs.
Hey Tracker, clear Swamp
2
Palace.
items left in Swamp Palace. Cleared all items from Swamp Palace.
Sorry, Spacer, you're just not worth it at this point. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do left side swamp. I want to save a couple of minutes to make up for my, less than stellar gathering of the wave beam earlier. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Another one.
There it is! Hey, Tracker, track Quake.
Tracked Quake.
Hey, Tracker, track Go Mode.
Toggled Go Mode. On.
Where'd I get the shovel? I've had it for a little while. Wasn't that also in Paradox Cave? No, I don't think so. I remember calling it out individually. It was probably at the start of Super Metroid. Either way! That'll do. I don't need the lamp. Let's get moving. Oh yeah, it's this funky song. Yeah. I have so much money. Truly unnecessary amounts of rupees. Okay, I totally have this. Here it comes. Nope. That was closer than last time I tried. Alright, let's get out of here. Perhaps a Godmire if your name is Andy Randy Bobandy. Oh, it is absolutely rough on the hardware, yes. Ooh, tech and darkness. Darkness
What did
tech.
you say?
I said darkness tech, Tracker. Hey, Tracker, track content.
Another one.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Psychedelic Eyeball.
Congratulations on beating off Vitreous. Added more hard pieces. 1 item left in Misery Mire.
Nice, I got away without dipping a single pendant dungeon. That'll keep the runtime down. Who even needs pendant dungeons? Those are some nonsense. It's time for the GT Big Key guessing game.
The floor is now open for guesses.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Dead rocks. We had 22 last time, so we'll see what happens. Yes. Will the game actually give me an early big key for a change? It would be nice. Nice change of pace. Dead rocks! How did you avoid all those? It's a shame that all three of the pendant dungeons this time are very short dungeons overall. Each down has a little bit of meat, but the other two, though. Alright, I really like the GT theme in this MSU pack. Let's go!
PinkKittyRose closed the floor for guesses.
Let's see what happens. Guess it sure ain't number one. Hey Tracker, clear 3 items from Ganon's tower.
17 treasures left.
Give this aside being a pain in the ass. There we go. Hey Tracker, clear 4 items from Ganon's tower.
13 items left in Ganon's tower.
Hey Tracker, track bug catching net.
Tracked bug catching net. 12 treasures left. The Racing Council will hear about this.
What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Oh, yeah, I suppose at some point I should be like, hey Tracker, clear Hyrule Castle.
Cleared all items from Hyrule Castle, including some inaccessible areas that require lamp, such as Dark Cross.
Once again, it's another late big key. Man, what's the last time we've had an early one? Hey, Tracker, clear 3 items from Ganon's tower.
9 treasures left.
Hey, Tracker, track magic powder.
Marked off the magic powder. 8 treasures left. The Racing Council will hear about this.
Hey, Tracker, I have 4 Ganon's tower small keys. Oh, fuck us, I still went under the lamp. That's what she's being pissy about. Look, I mean, it's just dark rooms, Tracker, come on. Looking dangerously close to 2 tire room scenes in a row! Hey, Tracker, clear 4 items from Ganon's tower.
4 items left in Ganon's tower.
Hey, Tracker, who guessed 22?
The winners are the biggest blueberry.
2 in a row. 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 Bad luck. It's nasty. Alright, let's finish this. Should have been thinking for getting sub out over to the biggest blueberry. I suppose that's a reward for winning the guessing game 2 times in a row. Off the old tire room guess. That's just how it is sometimes. Man, though, that's like 6 or 7 slow big keys in a row now. Game needs to be a little bit more generous sometimes. It's literally adding like an extra 5 or 6 minutes to every single one of my seats. That was an interesting bit of ice skating, but it worked! You mean the last chest before tile room? Because, I mean, that's happened before, too, recently. They've all been mostly in the 20s. You gotta love when the pose is facing down, but the shot goes to the right. Ew, I shouldn't have bothered. Hey, Tracker, track mirror shield from Ganon's tower.
Marked shield as mirror shield. 3 treasures left.
Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank from Ganon's tower.
You now have 11 E-tanks. 2 items left in Ganon's tower.
I just wanted to see if the plasma beam was in here, man. You could have at least forked that over for how much time is wasted. Hey, Tracker, track 3 bombs from Ganon's tower. Hey, Tracker, track bombs from Ganon's tower.
Added more bombs. 1 more to go in here.
Hey, Tracker, enable spoilers.
I'll tell you what you want to know when you ask for spoilers.
Hey, Tracker, what's in the Ganon's tower big chest?
A heart piece is there.
Damn, that was actually a good opportunity for a double triple, but I messed up. Because, I mean, those are some easy patterns. You like to see those. Hey, Tracker, what's at Peg World?
Peg World has a 5 rupees.
The rats! Hey, Tracker, what's on Blacksmith?
A heart container is there.
Hey, Tracker, what's at Purple Chest?
A 50 rupees is there.
Hey, Tracker, what's in Tower of Hera Big Key Chest?
Tower of Hera Big Key Chest has Tower of Hera compass, but I can't track it.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Ganon.
Congratulations on beating off Ganondorf.
Hey, Tracker, what's at Checkerboard Cave?
Checkerboard Cave has a reserve tank.
Alright, let's get these fixed up. Hey, Tracker, I have 185 missiles. Hey, Tracker, I have 185 missiles.
You now have 185 missiles.
Hey, Tracker, please add super missiles.
You now have 60 superb missiles.
Hey, Tracker, please add powerful bombs.
You now have 50 power bombs.
Whee! Yes! Beautiful! That's one of my favorite bits of tech. Hey, Tracker, please add reserve tank.
You now have 2 reserve tanks.
Yeah, Mario, those are usually one of those ones I describe as, if you're morbidly curious, go for it. Otherwise, it's not worth the money. You'd have to rope a couple more people into it to get the most out of it as well, since it's mostly multiplayer. Well, except for this big one. This big one's definitely gonna get the old suck. Oh! Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if I leave the room? What if I... Oh, yeah! I still need to heal, but... Oh, yeah! Wait, I'm still going slow! Wait a minute! I only half did it! I'm still moving really slow! What happens if I, like, turn off the gravity suit or something? Nope, that doesn't fix it. You know what? It's fine. Slow-mo Super Metroid. Okay, I was about to test the save and quit, so hopefully I'm glad to know that fixes it. Okay, I'm gonna flop a save here because I'm legitimately curious enough to see how the escape goes at this speed. Let's do it. This is a rare opportunity for complete jokery. Let's do it. Hey, that's my first time getting past the baby in any fashion. I'll take it. Even if it is Bizarro slow-mo mode. Yo, if it doesn't though, and we get to go for like the swag slow-mo getting out of here, then it's gonna be funny as hell. So let me see. I can't do stand-up glitch though, because I'm literally too slow. A little more. Okay, good. Over here. There we go. Oh, that's more than half. That's like 10% speed. Hey, baby.
I didn't get that.
Hey, track or track content.
Added more content.
Hey, Tracker, where's the lamp?
The lamp is at King's Tomb, in Light World Northwest.
Okay, that was a little bit accessible, to say the least. Hey, Tracker, where's the plasma beam? Hey, Tracker, where's the plasma beam?
The plasma beam is out of logic but can be found at Pyramid Ferry left, in Dark World Northeast.
Okay, yeah, definitely wasn't getting that. Hey, Tracker, where's the cane of Brian?
The Cane of Berna is at Ambush Chest, in Thieves Town.
Hey, Tracker, where are morph bombs?
The morph bombs can be found at Thieves Town Big Chest, in Thieves Town.
Alright, that about covers it for stuff I'm missing. Okay, am I still slow? Yes, I am!
You look ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure any Super Metroid speedrunner has had this happen to them at least once. It's still funny, though. Alright, let's do it! Slow-mo escape! Wait, can I still Shine Spark? Oh, this is gonna be funny science. Because I just noticed the after images. Yeah, here we go! Slow-mo Shine Spark! Woo! Let's do it! Turning a corner so hard! Yeah. I'm coming! We're gonna get there! Yeah! You know what? That's a good question! I doubt the plumes of smoke are gonna let me try it. Oh my god, it's turning around is the hardest part because you have so much reverse momentum to deal with. Sorry, animals! I literally don't have time! I couldn't get a horizontal one to work, no. Okay. Yeah! Hey, Tracker, I defeated Mother Brain.
I didn't get that.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Mother Brain.
GG.
Just going for a casual stroll.
Luigi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Glorious. Oh, hey, Tracker, track content.
Another one.
What happened to my speed? I did a half baby skip. I got baby skip, but baby was still latched on at the time, so you're stuck in that slowdown state until you save and quit. And I'm just like, hey, you know what'd be funny? Instead of saving and quitting, how about we just casually walk out? Oh. God, it is hard to describe how poorly that controls when you're under the baby lashed onto you movement penalty and trying to get out. The highest level of content. Hey, Tracker, I have infinite content. Hey, Tracker, I have 999 content.
Another one.
Good enough. Yeah, it's just like the explosions are going on. Samus is just kind of casually going, I'm escaping. We just need like the slow motion Matrix ass dive from the explosion right at the end as well. Whoa. Did he just walk up slowly and blow up Zebus? Yes, he did. Well, that was the scene. Pretty easy one overall. I probably would have had like a 252 or something if I didn't horse around with Wave Beam for 10 minutes. That was funny. That was a great conclusion. I don't need no protection. I'm just gonna strut outside slowly. Beautiful. I didn't even do very much cheesy stuff other than Skullwood's big chest and left side swamp are the only two major things I would have left behind. I probably would have skipped left side swamp anyways, even without using hints. Everything else, perfectly fine. I guess there was that flute.
Did you forget already? How sad. It was Quake.
Tracker! Hey, Tracker, shut up!
Remove the shovel.
Oh my god. Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Make up your mind.
She needs to go back to bed. I called on her more than once at the same week. She's obviously having a bad time of it.